You step onto the cold stones of a castle courtyard. Fog coils around your ankles like ghostly fingers. Torches flicker, casting shadows that twist and stretch as if the darkness itself is alive, watching. The air smells of damp earth, burnt wood, and something coppery. A distant clinking of iron echoes through the silence, and a raven croaks somewhere unseen. Did you know medieval Europe was far darker than any history book tells you? Not tales of knights and kings, but corners of that world so twisted, so terrifying, they were deliberately erased from memory. Secrets buried behind stone walls, whispered in candlelit chambers, performed in silence beneath the stars. Punishments so cruel they make your stomach turn. Rituals so forbidden they could cost you your life. From horrifying punishments to forbidden rites, from dark machinations of royalty to the shadowed paths of superstition. These secrets are real, and the last one will shock you forever. Step closer. The past is watching. The first secret of medieval Europe is one of unimaginable cruelty. Gruesome punishments designed to terrify and control. You enter a shadowed chamber, torchlight flickering across cold stone walls. The rack stands in the corner, simple in design but devastating in purpose. Victims were stretched until their joints screamed, their muscles tearing, every movement a symphony of agony. You can almost hear their pleas swallowed by the damp, heavy air. Not far from it, the Iron Maiden waits like a silent predator, its cold iron petals open to trap the living, enclosing them in a coffin of spikes. You feel the dread before you even see it. The panic, the hopeless struggle, the quiet despair of those who knew there was no escape. Every scream, every contorted body, is a testament to the power of authority wielded without conscience. Outside, the horror spills into the public square. Crowds gather to witness executions. Axes gleaming, ropes tightening, life balanced precariously in the hands of kings and magistrates. Pain becomes spectacle. Fear becomes lesson. The suffering of a few is carved into the memory of many. The first secret is not just about punishment. It is fear made flesh, cruelty made real. And this is only the beginning. 6 more secrets remain, each darker, each more shocking than the last, waiting to be uncovered. The second secret of medieval Europe is hidden behind closed doors, whispered in the flickering candlelight of noble halls and church chambers. A world of forbidden rituals and clandestine ceremonies. You step quietly through a narrow hallway, shadows stretching across the stone, and you feel the weight of secrecy pressing down. Every whisper could cost a life. Every glance could betray you. Here, the powerful practiced rites no one dared speak of, rites meant to manipulate, to protect, or to curse. You see hooded figures kneeling, hands raised, chanting in voices that tremble between devotion and fear. The air is thick with incense, smoke curling like serpents, carrying an acrid bite that makes your throat tighten. Objects gleam in the dim light, strange symbols etched in metal, candles arranged in patterns that feel almost alive, and texts bound in leather that hide knowledge the world was not meant to see. Those who spoke too much, who questioned too boldly, often vanished without a trace. Families whispered of their fates, but none could tell the full story. The second secret is not merely about ritual. It is about power shrouded in shadow, knowledge used as a weapon, and the terror of being caught in something far beyond understanding. This is a world where superstition and authority collide, where curiosity can be fatal, and where every secret kept only fuels the darkness. And still, there are 5 more secrets, each more horrifying, each waiting to reveal the depths of a time the world has tried to forget. As you step back from the shadows of these secret ceremonies, pause for a moment. If these hidden rites have sent a chill down your spine, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss the next dark secret waiting to be uncovered. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching from right now? I'd love to see which corners of the world are joining me in exploring these mysteries. The third secret of medieval Europe is one that chills even the bravest heart. The terror that gripped children and communities alike during witch hunts and sacrifices. You walk through a misted forest at dusk, the trees gnarled and twisted, their branches clawing at the fading light. Somewhere in the distance, a bell tolls, echoing through the valley, announcing fear and judgment. In villages cloaked in superstition, whispers of dark deeds spread like wildfire. Children vanished, accused of curses they could not comprehend. Entire families were torn apart by hysteria, suspicion turning neighbor against neighbor. You can almost see the terror in their wide eyes, the small hands trembling as villagers point, as the clergy pronounced judgment with unwavering authority. The innocent were trapped in a world where fear dictated truth, where superstition became law, and where mass panic could summon death with a single accusation. You feel the weight of it, the helplessness, the grief, the suffocating dread of a society held hostage by imagination and cruelty. This is not just superstition. It is the corruption of innocence, the weaponization of fear, and the harrowing cost of power unrestrained. And even now, the shadows of these acts linger, echoing through history, preparing you for the secrets that remain. For more await, each darker, each more shocking than the last. The fourth secret of medieval Europe lies within the stones of cursed castles and haunted sites, where the walls themselves seem to remember every scream, every betrayal. You stand before an ancient fortress, its towers jagged against a stormy sky, lightning briefly illuminating the empty windows like hollow eyes. The wind moans through the battlements, carrying whispers that have traveled centuries. Within these walls, legends speak of lords and ladies whose ambition and cruelty left a stain that no mortar could erase. Rooms where sudden madness claimed the minds of those who slept, corridors where shadows move without light, and chambers where the air feels thick with sorrow and rage. Some say that if you listen closely, you can hear the footsteps of those long gone, still pacing, still seeking vengeance. The fourth secret is not merely about haunted castles. It is about the lingering imprint of human malice, the tangible weight of curses born from betrayal, murder, and despair. These places were not just homes. They were prisons of history, holding memories too dark to be spoken aloud. And as you peer into the gloom, you realize the past is not gone. It watches, it waits, it whispers. This is only the fourth secret. 3 remain, each darker, each more unsettling than the last, and each bringing you closer to truths that will challenge everything you thought you knew about medieval Europe. The stones themselves hold stories too dark to speak aloud. If the haunting of these castles fascinates you, give this video a like to show your curiosity, and don't forget to subscribe for the remaining secrets that history tried to bury. And let me know in the comments, what country are you watching from? I'm curious where these chilling tales are reaching. The fifth secret of medieval Europe lies behind the gilded doors of royalty and nobility, a world of betrayal, poison, and hidden plots. You enter a grand hall, tapestries hanging heavy with dust, candlelight flickering across faces frozen in masks of civility. Smiles are sharp as daggers. Courtiers whisper in corners where every word could be deadly. In this world, loyalty was a luxury few could afford. Kings and queens plotted in silence, poisoning rivals, orchestrating assassinations, and weaving conspiracies that decided the fates of entire kingdoms. You can almost feel the tension in the air, the barely restrained fear, the quiet calculation, the knowledge that even a single misstep could be fatal. Every banquet, every ball, every exchange of pleasantries was laced with danger. It is not just about power. It is about the darkness that thrives behind the masks of civility, the unseen hands that shape history with cruelty and cunning. Blood was spilled in shadows, smiles hiding sinister intent, and lives were mere pawns in the grand game of survival. And if these secrets are shocking you so far, imagine what comes next. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to uncover the remaining secrets of medieval Europe. You won't want to miss what's coming. The sixth secret of medieval Europe is buried in the shadows of forbidden knowledge. The alchemy, the occult, the texts that promised power but demanded a price few could imagine. You step into a dimly lit study, shelves lined with leather-bound tomes, strange symbols etched into every surface. The air smells of smoke, herbs, and something acrid you cannot name. Here, men and women dared to reach beyond the known, experimenting with elements, medicines, and rituals that the church condemned as heretical. Some sought immortality, others sought wealth, and some were driven by curiosity that would not be sated. Candles flicker over parchment filled with cryptic diagrams. Vials glint with liquids that seem almost alive, pulsating with secrets too dangerous to speak aloud. The sixth secret is not just about curiosity. It is about obsession, fear of discovery, and the peril of knowledge wielded in darkness. Those who delved too deep often disappeared, leaving only whispers and shadows behind. Every experiment, every text, every forbidden ritual reminds us that the quest for power and understanding can carry consequences more terrifying than any blade or dungeon. And if these revelations have gripped you so far, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because the seventh secret, the most shocking of all, is still waiting, and it will haunt your mind long after you hear it. Only one secret remains, and it is unlike anything you have encountered so far. The seventh and final secret of medieval Europe is one that even the darkest corners of history hesitated to record. You stand at the edge of a misted clearing, the ruins of a forgotten cathedral looming above you, its shattered windows like empty eyes staring into eternity. The air is heavy, thick with the scent of damp stone and old blood. Every sound is amplified: the crack of a distant branch, the soft scuttle of rats, the whisper of wind carrying echoes of 1,000 silenced voices. Here, in hidden chambers beneath the stone, rituals were performed that defy reason and morality. Entire villages spoke in hushed tones of ceremonies so horrifying that those who witnessed them were never the same again. Children, innocents, offered in secrecy to powers no one could name. Cries swallowed by the earth, the air, the cold walls. The atmosphere itself seems alive with grief and terror, pressing in, demanding that you feel the weight of what occurred. The seventh secret is not just shocking. It is a window into the absolute extremes of human fear, obsession, and cruelty. It is the shadow that lingers behind every story of knights and kings, behind every tale of chivalry and honor. To witness it is to understand how darkness can permeate even the brightest halls of history, leaving scars that time cannot erase. If this has unsettled you, it is because history often hides its most disturbing truths. Comment below which of these 7 secrets shocked you the most, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can uncover even more hidden chapters of the past. Medieval Europe was a world of terror and fascination, and these 7 secrets are only a glimpse into the darkness that shaped it. This 7th secret is a glimpse into the darkest recesses of history, a truth that lingers long after the story ends. If this shook you, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss any more hidden horrors from the past. And I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from, and which of these 7 secrets left you most unsettled.